Just saying, that's what. That's not conversation. If you, David, listen. If you want to do this, I can do this all day. If you wanna, if you believe this is nervous, that's fine. But if I could do this for a long time, essential quality is a thing that the essence cannot be without. Explain to me what essence is. David, explain my question. Explain to me what essence is. Explain to me what essence is. You asked me a question. No, look. If you wanted to have a conversation, David. If you wanted to have a conversation, I would have been happy to have a conversation with you, David. But because you made it clear that this isn't a conversation, my question now to you after answering your question is, what, David, is an essence?
Those things essential qualities, Hamza.
David, what is an essence? 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 How many, you see, he asked me a question, I answered him. Now he's not asking, what is an essence? I'll tell you what that is in Islam. I'll tell you what that is, yeah? ما تقوم به الصفة. That's what that. Now I'm asking you, what is an essence?
When you mention the essence within
I'm
the
going to ask
Islamic
again,
context,
what is the essence?
does the essence denotes
Again,
Allah
what
or
is
His
the
attributes
essence?
or both of them?
That's 11 times. 12 times? What is the essence? But you made sure that this wasn't a conversation, David. If you want, we could make this back into a conversation. If you want, David, we could make this into a conversation. 12? 12? I know, you're a robot. That's what I'm saying. Who goes to people and say, Hamza, what's this? Hamza. Okay, what is the essence? What's in there? Listen.
Essence denotes Allah.
My question is, what is essence? I answered your question. No, let's keep some space. My question, yes, I do. Well, hypostatic, you asked me a question, yeah? Essential quality. Okay, one, you got economical trinity, yes? And then you got the ontological. No, you asked me a question. Do not change it. You see? They ask questions and they interrupt and change it. Don't interrupt it. What's essential attribute? What's essential attribute?
Again,
you interrupt me when I answered you. You're not here. No, leave it. You asked me a question, I answered you. I asked you the same question 12 times. I'll ask you again, yeah? 13. What is an essential attribute? What's the essence? What's the essence? David. What's the essence? What's the essence?
Again,
David, 14 times. It's a silly conversation, but I want the audience to understand. This is what the Christians, they want. They don't want a discussion. They don't want a discussion. What they want is, now most of you lot know me from Speaker's Corner. I have good conversations with Christians. There's so many videos in Christian, and they know I have good conversations. Now this, whatever this is not conversation. Now this is the problem with the Christian evangelists. Now this is the problem with the Christian evangelists. They don't know how to have a discussion. He asked me a question. I answered. I asked him a question. He didn't answer. Now he asked me a second question. What's the difference between the ontological trinity and the economical trinity? The moment I'm answering him, this is what happens. There is no sincerity in here, and this is why we don't like to speak to these evangelist Christians.
You're the one who has a life in you.
For 2,000.
Now, what do you get from this? What do you get from these discussions? Is this a discussion?
You run away.
Is this a discussion? I'll run away. Is this a discussion? Answer me. Is this a discussion? David,
do you know the distinguisher?
I'm asking you. Are you ready to let me speak?
Do you know the distinguisher?
Question. Question, yes, no. Question, yes, no.
Okay.
Question, no.
Dawah boys and girls.
Okay,
I am
finish.
going to ask your boy Hamza a question. I want him to describe to me what a hypostatic quality is and then what an essential quality is. Now, if he does not say a hypostatic quality is X and an essential quality is X, he has not answered my question. Hamza,
okay.
give it a try.
Good, man. Now, are you going to interrupt? Are you going to interrupt? No, don't smile or don't sit there snugly and act on the camera because you look stupid. You look stupid. You look stupid. Okay, look. Okay, say it again. Okay, no. He can't give me time.
Hypostatic quality is
X.
And essential quality is X.
You don't know how.
Okay, now you go. Okay, essential quality, which he can't answer. We asked him over 12 times. Is something that a thing cannot be without. This is the Islamic and the Christian one. The hypostatic, which they have, in where they talk about how Jesus came into the flesh in this incarnation, is in regards to the message of salvation to humans. Now I would dare him, if he knows his theology, to give me.
Describe what a hypostatic.
Now notice now. Now they're moving the borders. He asked me for two things. Now he changed it into quality. I answered, and any sincere Christian knows. Now I'm asking him the question. As a classical theist who believes that God is impassible, meaning God has no emotion, tell me how God who has no emotions, yeah? In fact, no, let me ask him this. If God is equal to his action, and look at him dancing, this is all he can do is theatrics. If God is his act, and if that means God... If God is his act, and God is identical to his act.
It's just him.
Yeah, if God is his act, and God is identical, yeah? If his God is... Listen to the question, because we're fasting. Are you listening? Listen. If God... Answer. Listen. Okay, typical Christian behavior. Notice how he runs away. Look. He runs away as soon as we ask him questions. He asked me in regard to essential attributes as well as what is the hypostatic attribute. I answered them. The hypostatus in regard to Jesus incarnating into the flesh as they believe, and in the message of salvation. And there are some things which are ontological. They call it the economical trinity as well as the ontological trinity. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know nothing. In fact, if I ask him if he's read a book, I'll be quite sure he hasn't. Now, I don't like these kind of approaches. And everyone knows it's insincere. If you want to have a discussion with me, I'm happy to have a discussion. I'm fasting, my lips are dry. But you see what these guys do. They ask questions, but they're not ready to listen to the answers. And I don't think they know the answer. As soon as I ask him a question, he just ends up in a conversation with Auntie. Let's ask you the question. Why are you running from the question? David? David, don't run, remember, like you said. Now, this is the language he said. He said, you're running. So look who's running in there. David. I'm here all day for these missionaries, if they want, but it's nonsensical. David. You forgot, David, we're having a conversation. We're having a conversation. Don't run from the... David, I answered you. See, this is another prime example how Christian apologists, not all Christians, they're not all the same, they start the debate and on their own terms, talking about philosophical terms about essence and properties, but they end up running away. And he knows very well he has run away, because now it's my time to ask him the question. Let's see part 2 if David answers the question. The first one is, what is an essence? Very simple one, not a real topic. But the next one's going to be fire.
Yeah.